Hello everybody, and welcome to my very own Technical Minecraft Survival World series. And this is going to be a series where I take you through the steps of starting out your world, getting it going, and some really cool stuff that you can do once you're a bit late game. So without any further ado, let's get started with our Technical Minecraft Survival series. So the first tip is going to be about choosing your seed. So you want to choose your seed carefully because it might lead to you having a better time in the late game. So should you choose your seed on? Well, mostly I would say witch huts. So choose a seed at least like with a quad witch hut somewhere close to spawn, so that we could make some witch farms and get some redstone dust for our technical Minecraft builds. So yeah, pretty much just choose your seed based on the quad witch hut, and then there is multiple places where you can find lists of quad witch hut seeds, and you can choose your favorite seed out of those, like just popping into Minecraft world with that seed and seeing if you like it or not. Maybe going on a mist to see if you like the biomes you have around. And yeah, but essentially I would highly recommend choosing a seed with the quadruple witch hut. I have a seed with one quadruple witch hut and two triple witch huts relatively close to spawn. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be all I can recommend in terms of the seed. So yeah. Recommendation number 2. File size. So keep your file size low. So you might be used to exploring if you like to play casual Minecraft, but in technical Minecraft it's best not to explore unless you really need to. Yeah, just keep your file size down. Another thing, this is kind of related but kind of not, build farther away from spawn. So as you can see from my Z coordinate, I'm pretty far away from spawn, and the reason is that the spawn chunks are always loaded. So that means that anything you build there is always going to be loaded no matter where you are in the overworld. If you're in the nether or the end, then it gets unloaded, but anywhere in the overworld, spawn's going to be loaded, as well as where you are. And why is that bad? Well, stuff like this. We probably have a good few hundred entities there, and that could be causing massive amounts of lag. So yeah, especially if you're gonna eventually build a farm that causes a lot of lag, then you don't want extra lag on top of that, because that's what building like sheep farms and cow farms that spawn is gonna do. So tip number 3, farms. This is a wood farm, a very rudimentary wood farm. Essentially what we have is we just have a little patch of places we can place saplings, and then you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in the 8th block you place like some sort of slabs, just any slabs, so that you can prevent large oak trees from growing. The reason there's slabs is just so that mobs don't spawn on top of that. But you can also just use any block you want and place torches there if you think it looks better with a full block. So yeah, this is essentially just a very simple oak tree farm, and yeah. Another thing is maybe get some sort of spawner set up. So I do have a spawner here. It's actually a double spawner. This is absolutely by chance, so don't like go out of your way to find a double spawner, because they're relatively uncommon. But yeah, so don't go out of your way to find a double spawner, but if you do, it's amazing. And yeah, just get yourself a spawner setup. Any setup is fine as long as it gives you a decent amount of XP. I would recommend Ilmango's spawner farm. I'll put a link to that down in the description. But if you aren't into like just building redstone for stuff that doesn't really give you much, then I guess just put some blocks over it. But I built a mangoes thing just for that extra bit of efficiency. This is essentially just for XP purposes. I don't see any other reasons, unless the bones are kind of useful, honestly, for bone meal, yeah. But other than that, like iron you can get from mining. Carrots are nice if you don't have access to a village, but otherwise, honestly, it's not that much of a big deal, except for the XP. So that's basically what you're getting. Now for our fourth tip, we're going to pop into the nether. So in the nether, of course you see we're on the nether roof and we've broken one bedrock here. So of course just find a place where it's only one bedrock thick and just kill some creepers, get some gunpowder, get some TNT, and break that bedrock using the common technique that I think Fallen Breath showed. Or I forgot who showed it first, but I saw it from Fallen Breath. And it gives a 100% chance of breaking the bedrock. But yeah, so now we're heading down here, and you can see we have a little cobblestone tunnel. What this does is essentially just protects us from ghasts. So yeah, stuff like that. This is essentially why you want a little tunnel around your ladder, and so that ghasts don't fireball it. Also, it's quite easy to see from farther away. So yeah, that's another reason. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all you can do in the nether, for now at least. We're going to be adding quite a bit of farms in here later as well. But to start out, that's basically all you need. Maybe just set yourself up like a little like 2-high patch thingy under the warped forest to get yourself some ender pearls and endermen. But other than that, not that much you can do here. So that's pretty much it for the nether. So as I'm going to sleep, I want to talk to you about one last tip, the fifth tip, the base. So I just built myself a kind of cozy little tree house with a relatively big storage system. So I just organized everything so later when we move out into a bigger and better base, it's easier to move everything out. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say about the base. Also, just make it look nice or make it easy to remove. Like, so either built like a dirt shack or something you wouldn't mind staying around later. Because if you built just like a wooden shack, then that's obviously quite a bit more time to remove than a dirt shack. So also, I wouldn't honestly suggest having a village close to spawn because of stuff like this, where we have a pillager patrol, and yeah, it could easily bring down a village if you kill the captain guy. There's a nice place for it. Yeah. So yeah, honestly, that's pretty much it. There, obviously, just build a mine as well, but that's kind of obvious, even for a starter. Build yourself a mine, go to, like, I like Y12, other people have different opinions, so don't yell at me, but I like Y12 simply because you don't fall into lava as much, because the lava lakes are at Y10, so that gives you a 1-block barrier between you and the lava lakes, but that's essentially just personal preference. If you like to build a Y10, go ahead. I'm not gonna judge. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to stay tuned so you don't miss out on our follow-up episodes. So continuing how to get started, and there I might actually be giving some tutorials for some farms like that either I make or somebody else made, but you know, yeah. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna get rid of that bad omen thingy and Okay, yeah.